Salute, comrades. You're now tapped into Behind the Walls Talk. I'm your host and founder, William Thomas McCallum Jr., the voice from within and soldier for the silenced. This isn't just a podcast. This is a platform, a battleground for truth, a microphone for the voiceless. We're here to amplify the stories of the incarcerated, the men and women whose voices have been buried beneath steel, stigma, and silence. Here, nothing is sugar-coated. The truths aren't ignored, erased, or rewritten. They're raw, unfiltered, and unapologetically real. Whether they're doing time for past mistakes or enduring the weight of injustice, their stories matter, and they will be heard. This is about more than exposure. It's about awakening. We exist to spark dialogue, ignite reform, and demand liberation. We're not begging for sympathy. We're building a movement. So stay tapped in, stay locked in. This is Behind the Walls Talk. Welcome to the revolution. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. Today is about your voice, your truth, and your journey. Before, during, and after incarceration. Your story holds power, and your perspective matters. Let's begin. Can you tell us your name, age, and where you're from?
Yeah, my name is Owen Alspaugh. I'm from Asheville, North Carolina, and I'm 32 years old.
This call is from a North Carolina correctional facility.
How much time did you serve, Mr. Alspaugh, and what were you incarcerated for?
I served multiple sentences, but the last one I served, I did 7 years, and it's for assault with a deadly weapon intended to kill, inflicting serious injury.
All right, let me ask you, what helped you mentally and emotionally get through your time inside?
Hooks, chess, replacing those negative habits that just have been instilled, and just, that seek of pleasure and entertainment, trying to find a better outlet, something I could grow from, something I could, a skill I could learn, apply, coming home. But yeah, those self-help books like Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, and, hell, the list goes on, but, that self-help stuff, financial stuff like real estate books, the law, studying the law, so, be knowledgeable on for the future, and, but yeah, man, that chess too, that was like the outlet right there,
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
And working out
when
too.
Were you released?
Working out too now.
Yeah, most definitely know about working out. You done had you done had many sessions of working out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. In sports, sports betting, stuff like that. That's always fun. Something to kill some time and sweat,
Yeah. When were you released, and how did that moment feel?
I was released January 7th, 2024, and it felt good, man. It didn't really hit until that, like you were leaving out. I mean, that's when it hit. Like the whole time, the night before, and then that morning, you start getting that feeling, but as soon as you change out them damn clothes and you got all your shit in that bag, it was like it hit me. But it felt good, man.
Yeah.
So real good.
That's what's up. And while incarcerated, did you ever participate in any programs, educational, vocational, faith-based?
Yeah, most definitely. I took Communication 120, the outreach program from Chapel Hill. I did that, completed that course, got 2 college credits for that. Did commercial cleaning, graduated from that. did the RDU program, the gang program, different stuff like, you know, what was that that thinking, the thinking for a change. Yeah, stuff like that, man. I mean, you know, but that wasn't too bad of a class. It was different the first time I took it, but the second time in the gang program, it was more focused on like being aware of our thoughts and how that directs our action, and knowing that, you know, that first step is gaining control of thoughts, and, you know, not letting the situation just pull you in emotionally. You know, being mindful, being aware.
Yeah. Okay, with those programs that you've taken, how did they impact your mindset or plans for the future?
The communication class, that definitely, but that was like outside of the prison. I mean, it's in prison, but it's a class from outside of the prison. And I think that's really like the human nature, the body language, knowing how to deal with different people, like, you know, and adapt. Because that communication is so important. You know, life is about networking. Like, the more you can network, the more you can, like, effectively communicate, the higher you'll grow successfully. Like, and so that was one of the most valuable things I learned, like how to communicate effectively with anybody in life, and, you know, always learn, always pay attention. You know, we got one mouth, two ears. So.
That's right. Was there a turning point moment during your incarceration that shifted how you viewed your life or your future?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did that 18 months behind the door at the RDU program, and I came down from there. I stopped gang banging. I stopped, you know, getting high, wasting bullshitting time and acting reckless, and, you know. But yeah, that was my turning point right there. And that's when I first read the Think and Grow Rich, or the Prosperity Bible. That just changed my whole mind on life, like the law of attraction, all that stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This call is from a North Carolina correctional facility.
I'd like to know, how was your reentry experience, though? Did the system provide any meaningful support during your transition back into society?
Let's see, Operation Gateway, they helped me pay for my license. They helped pay for my, not having a car. You got to pay that insurance, like, for that first step to get your license. You got to have, like, the non-owner's insurance. They helped with that. That was Operation Gateway. But, yeah, in the courthouse, they had a little thing on the 13th floor. And, they provided me with a cell phone, stuff like that. Knowledge about jobs, knowledge about mental health programs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good, because, you know, a lot of individuals getting out of the penitentiary, they don't be getting a lot of help, you know, especially from the system. If they get any help, it's really coming from their family and friends or someone guiding them in the proper direction.
Yeah, that's right. As you know,
let me ask you, what was...
Go ahead.
Say what?
No, I was going to say, you know, some people don't have, you know, family, friends to come home to, so shit like that is very important to, you know, help get somebody on the right track. If you come home with nothing, it's like your mind will take you right back to, you know, doing what you did before to get money and survive.
That's right.
So to have that option, that you know, that thing available would kind of give you a little positive, a little hope for something different. You know, a little help. Well, everybody needs a little help sometimes, bro. So see, the system,
that help and that aid of the systems give you that hope.
Yeah, see, the system don't want to help like that, because they know, and hell, that's job security. They're getting paid as long as they got people going to prison, people coming home from prison and going right back and all this shit, they gonna have a job. So
yeah,
you know, it's really a crooked system, man. It's not designed for the betterment of us that have been incarcerated and currently incarcerated, and you know.
That's right. And what was the very first thing you did for yourself once you were free, bro?
I had to get a job, a legal job. That's
right.
I had to have that money. This thing was like 3 days after I got home. I had to have that legal money coming in.
Okay. Based on your experience, what do you think are the biggest issues within the prison system that need to be addressed?
Damn. That's a hell of a question right there. Damn. Shit, man.
There's one thing, that I know that me and you know together, which is the SRG policy.
Yeah, that's definitely one on.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be addressed.
Yeah, it's like trying to keep, even motherfuckers trying to do good, do positive, hold them back, even though they're trying to do positive. That's a big issue right there. It's not fair, That shit unfair at all, man.
Let me ask you this. If you had the chance to speak directly to lawmakers or those in power, what would you say needs to change within the justice system?
That shit, I need to tear the whole thing down and rebuild it. I need to rid the whole system and rebuild it.
And then rid the whole system and rebuild it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really feel like that myself. Like, they need to get rid of the correctional institutional part and making it to a more like a healing institutional part. Because there's a lot of individuals that are incarcerated that has experienced a lot of traumas. Whether it's coming from poverty, whether it's coming from drug use, whether it's coming from the things that they may have seen as far as death, murder, and just life in general. A lot of individuals come from drug use, whether it's abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, things of that sort. Each and every one of us that are incarcerated has been abused in some sort of way, or have been traumatized by some sort of event that we've experienced in our lives, which may have led to our incarceration to begin with. So I definitely understand what you're speaking about.
Yeah.
Are you currently employed?
Yes, I am.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
What kind of work are you doing?
Right now I'm working at Valvoline. I'm a certified technician. I change oil, do rear diffs, front diffs, transmission flushes, tire rotations, getting the knowledge about vehicles. But yeah, and they pay for you to go to class and get certified to be an inspector.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
There's a lot of room for growth and learning. But yeah, it's temporary. It's something temporary, man. Till these banks give me this damn loan, they gonna bud. I'm telling you, that credit keep building. They gonna bud. Just wait.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, excuse me, my brother. I'm about to call back so we can finish this interview.
All right.
Behind the Walls Talk, continue with my brother, Mr. Owen Alspaugh. Hey, bro, what personal goals and life objectives are you focusing on today?
building this credit.
Okay.
Looking into real estate. Trying to invest in a rental property to rent out, or a small home to put on, to put next to the house we're in right now, and rent that out, to bring in some cash flow. Just, trying to make it another day.
That's good.
Provide for the family, work, do what I need to do.
That's right. Let me ask you a question about the community, my brother. How can communities better support people coming home from incarceration?
Jobs, schooling, I feel you coming home from prison, certain colleges, certain programs should be available, like, to where you could come home, you could go to school, and, you don't have to go to work. Like, there'd be
This call is from a North Carolina correctional facility.
There'd be financial aid, things like that, grants and stuff that, could pay you to live while you're going to school, trying to better yourself and gain knowledge on a career path or whatever it may be. But yeah, I think that would be a good thing.
Okay.
What
advice would you give?
Better jobs too, man. Better jobs.
Better jobs. That's right. What advice would you give to those still incarcerated, especially in terms of what to expect and how to prepare for life after release?
Oh shit, bro. It ain't gonna go as planned. All the things we think we lined up, and the goals we got, not to lose track of them, but it takes a little longer. I know I jumped out thinking I could, go run these businesses up and all this stuff, but it takes time. It's like building a brick wall. You just one brick at a time. Just lay it right.
That's right.
Lay it right, make sure it's strong, and just keep focused on it. But shit just don't happen and don't go as planned. So, always be prepared, like for the patience and stuff like that. It just take time.
Okay. What does freedom mean to you now after all you've been through? Freedom's pretty good, man. Not to take advantage of it, not to lose sight of what's important. Sometimes we feel we miss so much. We can just go out and do all this shit that we feel we miss. Not to take advantage of it, not to throw it away and waste. So I know you wouldn't take advantage of your freedom. Like. Nah, I'm definitely not gonna take advantage. I ain't gonna take it for granted.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Well,
that's right.
From
my understanding, you have a child on the way.
Yeah. She about to be 8 months.
8 months, a little boy, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you have to say to that little boy?
I got you. I'm gonna do everything for you. So I'm gonna make sure, make sure you raised right. You're gonna have discipline. You're gonna have, self-respect. You're gonna have goals. You're gonna be you ain't gonna be lazy. You're gonna put that work in. But I got you. I ain't never gonna turn my back on you. I got you.
That's right.
Make sure you got food in your mouth. Make sure you got a place to lay your head at. I'm gonna support you with whatever you need in life, whatever you want, whatever you need in life. I'm here for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And you got an uncle right here too. I'm gonna be there for you always too. I'm gonna be there for you always too as well.
Yeah.
If you ever need me, call on me. I'll be there for you, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Hey, what was your family's reaction when you came home?
they were happy, man. They were real happy. But, you know, I mean, I've been going back and forth for so long. I mean, it was like they didn't, you know, it was almost like damn, what type of time is he gonna be on? Is he gonna do good? Is he gonna, you know?
Yeah.
You know what? So they just didn't know. So then now they seeing where my mind's at, where my head's at, and you know, but just the uncertainty of, you know, what's gonna happen this time, what's he gonna do this time, you know. But happy that I'm home, you know.
Because you got it all out the system now, though, don't you? Ain't no coming back over here, right?
Nah, I ain't coming back up.
Especially you got a little man on the way. You got to be there for him.
Yeah, man. You gotta go lay down, man. Shit. Put that work in, come right back, read you know, kick back, watch your game. It's family time, man. Ain't got time to run around, you know, doing that crazy shit anymore.
That's
laid
right.
out, man.
Hey, what message would you share with young people who may be heading down the wrong path?
Yeah, take it slow. Take it slow, and, you know, only person that can help you is yourself. So, you know, you got to make the change. You got to do it by yourself. You got to do it, you know. It's only up to you. But, you know, our choices don't just affect us. They affect a lot of people. So just to be aware of that.
That's right. They definitely do. The choices and decisions we make just don't affect us. It affect our family. It affect the ones that love us, the ones that care for us, the ones that's going to have to be there for us. You know.
This call is from a North Carolina correctional facility.
Yeah.
It puts a lot of strain upon them.
Yeah.
It puts a whole lot of heartache and pain upon their hearts.
Yeah. That's what I do, man.
Definitely does, man. Let me ask you, how have your relationships with friends or the community changed since you've been home?
With friends, I don't really have too many friends anymore. You know, I thought I did, but so our family relationships have grown stronger with family. Those that were considered friends, you know, coming back around them, you know, it's shown, man. It's, you know, people you thought were there for you really ain't even there for you. So, you know, just a learning experience. But bonds growing stronger with those that really love you, and bonds ended with those that don't. You know, there's no middle ground anymore. It's not, you know, it became very simple. It, you know, just broke it down, simplified it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I definitely know about that. And what role has forgiveness, whether of yourself or others, played in your journey?
As well as forgiveness. Oh, that's a good question.
What role has forgiveness, whether of yourself or others, played in your journey?
I mean, you know, that being able to forgive others, you know, being able to forgive yourself for harm you did to others, you know, and I mean, just letting shit go, man. You holding down grudges, you hold little situations that, you know, that just eat at you. You just gotta forgive it, let it go. At least I felt like that's. I mean, you know, there's still a lot of shit I ain't forgave or let go, but I tried to.
Yeah.
I could be doing more to try and overcome that, but you know, but yeah, that's important, man. Shit, you don't forgive, you don't let it go. Yeah, eat us.
Yeah, me, myself, personally, man, I try to forgive those that ever did any harm towards me or whatever, you know. For the simple fact is, you know, by me holding a grudge or being mad at them about whatever it is that we went through, or whatever it is that we experienced together, that's on me. You know what I'm saying? That's upon my heart. That's upon my soul. It's not hurting them. It's hurting me. That's one thing that I learned. So I got to go ahead and forgive them for that and let it go.
Yeah. That's right.
Is there anything else you would like to share with our listeners? Any final words of wisdom or encouragement?
Yeah, y'all get involved in this stuff, man. Y'all help. Y'all get active. If, you know, you can donate something. If you can contribute in any way, your voice, whatever it is. You got a loved one incarcerated. You've been incarcerated before. You know, whatever the situation may be. Yeah, reach out. William McCullum, man. Solomon McCullum, man. Reach out. Behind the wall, talk, baby.
That's right, my brother. I appreciate your interview, man. I really do, my brother. I really do, man. And I want to tell you this right here, bro. Thank you for your honesty, your strength, and your willingness to share your story. Your voice adds to a larger movement for justice, restoration, and change. I honor you, my brother. I salute you, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. Most definitely. I appreciate
it. And for all you out there at Behind the Walls Talk, we believe that lived experiences are the most powerful form of testimony. And your journey is a reminder that redemption is real. Second chances matter. And no one should be defined solely by their past. We honor your growth, my brother, your resilience, and your return. Your story may be the spark that inspires someone else to keep pushing forward, bro. So you keep doing what you're doing, my brother.
Yeah,
stay focused, stay disciplined, and do what you do.
All right.
And with that said, peace from Behind the Walls Talk.